Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the Berwick Battle at Yank FM. So, after the last episode, I said I would update you guys on our schedule so far. I figured I'd come back around the Montrose game, but to be honest with you, I didn't really take the cup games too seriously and figured I'd just skip them over. So I came back a little later in the season than I wanted to, but we're still very, very early, so not a big deal. I'll catch you up on results real quick, go over our tactic real fast, and then we'll get us straight into a match. First league game was a 3-0 battering of Montrose at home. Not a lot to say. We kind of blew them off the pitch a lot more than the 3 goals will show you. But a win's a win, a good start to the season. Second game of the season was a 1-1 draw with East Fife, who, if I remember correctly, was predicted to finish first in the season. This was an away game and a 1-1 draw, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. Then, to add insult to injury, we get our third away game at Stirling after we played a Challenge Cup game against the Rangers at Arbroath that I don't even want to talk about, really. Needless to say, we were thoroughly outclassed, and the 1 goal we did get against the Rangers was more than we deserved. The Stirling game was one interesting situation for my team. They score 30 minutes in from a decent goal. A bit of shocking defending and goalkeeping on our part, but they got a goal. Then 9 minutes later, Dylan Stevenson, my on loan midfielder, decides to get himself sent off the pitch. I'm thinking, okay, this could become a 2-0, a 3-0, a 4-0 battering, seeing as how we're away. Wasn't to be. Darren Lavery, who has been on fire this season for me, puts us in just after into injury time at half to peg us level. I'm pretty happy going into the team talk thinking, okay, let's close this down. Let's park the bus. Let's get the draw. Let's get out of town. Not to happen. We're short-manned. We still come up with the winning goal from Michael McKenna, one of my other strikers, who's been okay at times. Then things get really interesting at the end of the game. As you can see here, Stirling suffered the ignominy of having 2 players sent off within the last 3 minutes of the game. The game was well in hand by then, and I think I kind of could see a little anger coming out. Not a problem. We got the win away. A man down for most of the match. I was pretty ecstatic after that win. Quick look at my tactic here. I went into a little bit about the type of football we want to play. So far it's worked out great. The defensive forward position is really easy to find people with it that are competent at it at this level. It's not like you're looking for complete forwards or trequartistas or ngoshes or any of the more fancy positions. Which is why we just have a pretty simple system. We have a ball-winning mid as our holding midfielder, a center midfielder on support who has a player instruction of get forward more, 2 wide midfielders on support. You'll notice I have no attacking in my system. Attacking generally means you're not going to defend at all. And I want my team to defend and attack. So I don't necessarily find a need to run, another attacking member when I don't find attacking duties to be the end all be all. Sometimes they're helpful, sometimes they're not. You don't need attacking duties to score goals. Yeah, I mean I'll show you that we've got we're tied for first with the goal differential, but and that's with no attacking duties. If there's any questions about my tactic, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to hand them out to you. I'm not going to download it to any place or anything like that. I don't want someone using it and then going, oh, this tactics blows goats. I'm not interested. It's pretty simple to recreate. Here's a shot of my instructions for you. These change as the game goes. Not a problem. Let's get into the match here. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, looks like we're going to be running against a 4-4-2 also. This looks like an attacking forward. This is probably a deep lying forward on support. They've got a fullback here pulled back on defend. All their fullbacks are pulled back on defend. They look like a very negative team. That means they're going to be really back on the wing. So I might try and click into the exploit the middle tactic. We'll see how it goes. I get the feeling my wide midfielders aren't going to be the most use with these fullbacks pulled on to defend, but let's see how well they play. One thing I do every match here on my opposition instructions, I always make sure the opposing center defenders are closed down and that their fullbacks are pushed onto their inside foot. What this does is with two defensive forwards is it forces the fullbacks to push the ball into the middle if they're caught out wide, where they will pass it to their center defenders most likely, who will be immediately closed down by my two defensive forwards. I try not to do any tight marking, closing down, or hard tackling unless I'm sure later in the game after I've checked out some pro zone. I start every game on comprehensive to get me a pretty good idea. I generally don't add too much to this other than let my assistant manager take the team talk, and we'll get right into it here. Depending on how the game's going will depend upon how long I stay in comprehensive. Um, a lot of people lose matches because they're not really watching the game. They're just kind of hitting continue and watching the game go by. Comprehensive will show you a lot more of the first 15 minutes of a game, how your opponent is playing, and what you can do to adjust to it than just watching key stuff. I mean, I'm not just looking for, highlights. I'm looking for how we're defending, how we're moving the ball out. What are we trying to do? What is the other team doing against us to stop us from happening? I mean, and there you go. 2.5 minutes in, goal for them. Pretty shocking piece of defending right there. All my replays will be in Pro Zone, so we'll get a good 3D view of it. I mean, why this center defender right here? Who was this? Why he's closing that guy down instead of getting back is just, I mean, it's a comedy of errors at this league level. It is what it is. We gave up a goal already. Let's see if we can get ourselves back into the game here. Kick off. Oh, that was lucky that their winger wasn't coming in. Throw in. Offsides. To be honest with you, these games can be pretty hard to watch at these levels. The players are just both sides, both teams are just the quality's not real spectacular. 7 minutes in, not a lot going on. We haven't had a shot on goal yet. Wonderful. We seem to be a slow starting team, which, yeah, see, I mean, that's the type of play you're going to have to put up with a lot at these levels early. I mean, there's a pretty simple play to the goalkeeper, and the guy kicks it out of bounds into our side netting. I mean, I'm a little worried we're having too much possession and we're not getting it in. So we're probably going to have to take a look at this pretty soon. I try not to judge the possession battle until you're, 30 minutes in or whatever. First 10, 15 can really mean nothing. They can come out the gates gangbusters and then, really fall off later. I mean, the amount of missed tackles so far we've had is pretty. Yeah, we're at 60% on tackles. That's not great. Long ball over the top. No problem for the keeper there. Man, I'd really like to see us, maybe get a scoring chance, maybe get a shot on target. That'd be great. Hmm. We finally got a shot some mile off target, but that's okay. Okay, I think I've seen enough here to come up with something. We definitely are having too much possession, so what I'm going to do is try and look for some overlap here. And that'll bring my on-rushing fullbacks more into the play, and the rest of the team will try to wait for them a little bit here. Let's see what this does. See if we can make some effects here to this game. So right now it's looking like a really drab affair with us just trying to go long ball and them defending is a massive unit. I'd like to see a little overlap, get our fullbacks involved. Unfortunate. But we win the ball right back at least. Oh, oh, right at the keeper. Unfortunate. Throw. No problem for the keeper there at least. That's nice. Looks like we've got a small injury here. Yeah, I'm going to sub him off. We're going to bring Michael McKenna on, who was a bit of a super sub last game. I mean, realistically, he's probably my best striker, but unfortunate. I mean, we've got to get a little more creative here. I'm going to shut off the be more disciplined for now. And we're going to take off the tight marking here and see if that loosens up the game a little bit for us. Maybe we can get a little more adventurous in our attack. Assuming we don't concede right here, but... their fullbacks aren't quite as negative as I thought they would be. They're not bombing on to, oh, God. This stuff. They're not bombing on constantly overlapping, but, they're not just parked. They are, I guess, parked back there pretty good, but I thought they would be parked back a little further. Well, that was a lucky one for us. Our set pieces are just awful. Awful. Oh, nice. It's unfortunate. He had 3 easy passes and 1 hard one, and he took the hard one. It's kind of what it is at this level. Players don't have the best decision making. They don't have the best vision or passing skills or whatever. So, I'd really like to see us come in with a goal here before the half, but it looks like it's not going to happen. So, we'll have to see if we can get something out of the team talk here. I'm not happy, so I'm going to let them know that. Who's looking like they're not playing well? Jordan McGregor has just been a nightmare here. Let's get him off of there. Our defense as a whole hasn't been outstanding. Look at these team ratings. That's just abysmal. The whole team's playing abysmal right now, but we'll make one more change. We're going to knock down the highly structured and see if we can get a little more people involved in the attack and the defense here. Man, I really don't want to lose this game. A draw would be okay, I guess. It's just this run of away fixtures. It's just been brutal. Knee up to Lavery. Is he going to try and cross it? No. Smart play to the middle. Switch sides on possession. Overlap. There you go. Send that deep cross in. Oh, you know what? That it wasn't a goal, but that's the type of football I want to see. The speculative shot from there to side, I guess. Oh boy, here comes. Wow. I can't believe they missed that. I mean, I like seeing my. Oh my. Oh, at least it wasn't in the box, I suppose. I mean, we're just not creating much. And our set piece takers aren't great. I mean, I designed all these set pieces, so they're not the default ones, but so I know they work. I've used them in other saves. Um, some of them are quite effective, but you know, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. That overlap really has changed the way we're playing on offense right now. Hopefully, this gives us, not just a draw, but a lifeline back into this. I mean, this is a really nice play, and Darren Lavery has just been a stud for me. I mean, that's just a walk in the park for him. Nice overlap, a nice cross, low cross into him, and bang, goal. Lavery's just got too much pace at this level for defenders to handle. And just like that, we're on the counter. I like seeing this. I'd like it better if, our guys weren't trying to dribble like they're Cristiano Ronaldo. But okay, we're going to pause the game right here. We're going to make a couple substitutions. I mean, our defense their ratings are picking up a little bit. I mean, you can't go by ratings completely, but, you know, I mean, Graham Beveridge here is just knackered. Ugh, this is a really poor choice by me to bring him in. Alan Walker's a decent enough player, but his pace is just shocking. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him and Finn Graham around to make Alan Walker the holding mid, and move Finn Graham, who's got considerably better pace and physical stats, up to our runner. All in all, not a great game so far, not an awful game. If we could salvage a draw out of this, I'll probably be pretty happy about it. And we really haven't been at the races here too much. They've kind of been all over us. I mean, 70 minutes in, oh, that's just abysmal goalkeeping. I mean, he just turns here. See ya. I mean, getting beat at the near post like that, it's just, oh, my. Well, this game is what it is. I'm going to throw this over to Key here so I can stop rambling on in between highlights that generally haven't been great for us. Mm, 75 minutes in. This isn't looking great. No highlights, so yeah. Here they come. Yeah, yeah. They're really attacking defend our center backs because they're so slow. There's not much I can do about that this late in the game. I can drop us a little deeper, but I don't think that's going to help much. Because they're not getting beat over top. They're just getting beat because they're slow. And there you go. 3-1 loss to Arbroath. Not a good match. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Well, that drops us down to 5th in the league, which isn't a big deal this early. I mean, we're 4 games in. It's not a real concern. It was an away game. It was our 3rd away game in a row. It's a pretty tough run of fixtures right there. Looks like Arbroath is a decent team on top of it. So yeah, let's take a look at our schedule from here on out, and I'll try to figure out where we're gonna come back at. I'm guessing we'll come back sometime after this unknown, the Scottish Cup here, this 2nd round game we have. Yeah, I'm guessing Stirling, Montrose, and on Clyde, somewhere's in there. I mean, a lot of it has to do with importance on, how the league is shaking out at this point. So we'll see what happens. Oh God, that was a home game. That's even more shocking. That's just, oh, wow. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry about it being an awful match to watch, but you know, these things happen in FM. And I'll see you guys next time with episode 3. Hopefully, we'll have improved on our form a little bit. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Share it with your friends. Tell your neighbors about it. Thanks. Bye.